Okay, let's quick talk through vocab 1B. The first word on here is cookies, and that's pronounced galletas. But it's not a verb, so we don't have to do anything else with it. He or she used to share is compartía. Now, this comes from the verb compartir. Bueno, so we could conjugate this into the present tense. In the present tense, he or she shares would be comparte. Okay, and then in the preterite tense, it would be compartillo. I gotta switch my keyboard here. There we go. With an accent over the O, because we're seeing this new endings coming up here because we're starting to use that preterite tense a little bit more. So just kind of start to look at those endings. Bueno, the next phrase is everyone, which is todo el mundo. Now, obviously, if you translate this directly, it doesn't translate as everyone. It directly translated all the world, but we wouldn't really say that in English. We just say everyone. So that's how we will translate it. He or she said is dijo. Dijo. Now, this comes from the verb decir. Okay, and you guys learned that word last year, and you actually used it quite a bit. So in the present tense, he or she says is dice, and that's a conjugation that you used a decent amount. So let's just look at the conjugations. You can see them right here. Present tense, we have digo, which is an irregular yo form in the present tense. Sometimes we just get those like tango, vengo, pongo. This is one digo. But then the rest of it's regular other than its stem change. So dices, dice, decimos, dicen. Bueno. So we do have that E to I stem change. And remember, in the present tense, those stem changes happen in the boot. Okay, then we had the preterite tense over here on the vocab sheet. So this is going to be a new conjugation. We've been starting to look a little bit more at this preterite tense, which is one of the past tenses. Decir in the preterite is an irregular verb. So that just means it's not going to follow the rules of the regular charts. And so the way we say those are dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, dijeron. So the thing that they have in common is that they have this stem right here of dij, right? And then the endings are just going to change. You'll notice that there are no accents. Irregular preterites will never get an accent, so that's kind of nice. All right, and then the final one on here is he or she apologized to, and that's going to be se disculpó con. Now, normally we would translate as con, as with, but notice in this phrase of se disculpó con, it does translate as he or she apologized to. And that is important to note because in English, that makes a big difference in the translation. If I say Hannah and Reagan apologized to somebody, that's different than saying Hannah and Reagan apologized with somebody, right? Like it just communicates two different messages. And so in Spanish, though, this is going to be how we would say he or she apologized to. In the present tense, he or she apologizes is se disculpa. We know because it is an AR verb. So 1B is not too bad of a chart. There's a few extra words over here. Fingernail is an uña. A coconut is a coco. Yesterday is ayer, and I'm sorry is lo siento. So this whole chart is on Quizlet, so you want to probably make sure that you get on there, take some time to get familiar with them. But yeah, we're moving on with 1C come Monday, which is the 13th. So let me know if you have any questions.